Prison hasn't been easy for me. My family doesn't know me anymore. They still think, I'm this boy. I've been incarcerated almost 19 years now. I'm serving a 20-year to life sentence for murder in the second degree. In 9 months, I may be able to go home, depending what the parole board says.
Many people have talked about giving those who are locked up a second chance. That's not really the way we see it. Many of these men have not even received a first chance. Drive for Life Prison Project offers spiritual and educational resources in 6 different correctional facilities throughout the New York metropolitan area. We started going into the jails and prisons in New York about 2 years ago, offering spiritual exercises. So this came out of our own relationships that we formed with the guys who are locked up and trying our best to respond to their needs.
When we first started going into the jail, it was daunting. It's kind of an assault on your senses. The first couple of times, you're thinking, what am I doing? I'm trying to do something good. But after they got to know us, they realized that we were going to be there every week.
Honestly, the inmates that we deal with are really like the cream of the crop. These guys are really trying earnestly to make a difference, to change and to do something positive.
They're always wonderful retreats, kind of like a recharging of the battery.
Look over this past week or this past month. What areas of your life are still in need of that resurrection? We're basically taking St. Ignatius's spiritual exercises and adapting them to the environment and circumstances of the inmate. Can you hear God speaking to you in your fear, despair, your loneliness? All the different spiritual exercises that we do with the inmates comes out of the context of the examen. So we sit in a circle, we invite the inmates to close their eyes, envision themselves standing on a beach, watching the big ocean waves come crashing against the shore, and standing at the ocean side with Jesus. And then we guide them through the meditation of understanding the times of gratitude within their day, the times of challenges, and then an invitation to remember that they're not stuck, that tomorrow's a new day. It's another chance to be the loving and generous person they were created to be. Thank God for the gifts, both big and small, of this past month. In the silence of your heart and in the silence of your meditation, tell God, as a friend speaks to a friend, what are you most grateful for from this past week?
Drive for Life is just giving me an opportunity to strengthen my faith and stay the course. I got into a cycle of crime at a very young age. I was taken from my mother at around 9, put in group homes. I lost a real sense of my culture. I'm Puerto Rican. I took Mr. Israel Rosari's life. I was sentenced to 20 years to life. Every bad thing that prison had to offer, I was a part of. I used to say, I want to go home. I hope this appeal comes through. And today I'm like, thank God I didn't get out, before I changed. Because I feel like I might have done the same thing again. Hearing you, Luigi, talk about your grandkids, it's more inspirational than you think it is. And I know that. You guys are my family. When I first came to Thrive for Life, where we're at, I really didn't know what to expect. The one thing that when I walked in the door was just love. Thrive enhances what we have. I hear guys talk more personal, get into themselves. I get more courageous when Thrive is here. I sense it. And I'm like, oh, wow, I never knew that about you. Thank you for sharing.
You live a miracle every day, every breath. And the miracle is not the release day. The miracle is what happens every day, that you have the strength and the grace that God gives you to rise and to get through today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Even if it's just for a small moment, getting in touch with our humanity. And it has this effective design where we walk out of here with healthy conversations.
Felix and Mike have really worked on their spiritual life while they've been incarcerated. You really forge a spiritual bond with the guys that come to the retreats. They had never done the examen. They had never done imaginative prayer before. They just really have responded so well and love it.
One of the things that has been most moving for me is this whole awareness of the different participants who experience these exercises, of the deepening of God's love in their own life, even in the midst of great suffering, in the midst of great sinfulness, allowing God's love to penetrate their lives in the deepest, darkest place of their lives, in those places where they have a hard time even forgiving themselves for what they might have done. There's these little glimpses of hope, and to accompany somebody in the midst of those moments is a real grace.